Every generation of girls has one, a boy band that rocks the heart of an era. In this moment, that band is One Direction, hot in every sense of the word. Successors to New Kids on the Block, the Backstreet Boys, and NSYNC. So big, they did something even the Beatles didn't do. Debuted at #1 in the U.S. with their first album.
Is that where the comparison ends with the Beatles? I mean, how do you feel? Do you feel uncomfortable with those comparisons?
Yeah, well, I don't think it's so much uncomfortable. I think it's just that's such a big thing to live up to. And like I couldn't put us in the same vein as having a legacy. Do you know what I mean?
We are permitted unprecedented access, allowed where millions of teenage girls would love to be.
All right.
Their dressing room.
I'm gonna go and get in the shower. I'm gonna wear some jeans.
Yeah.
And a shirt. It's very see-through.
While Harry goes to shower, Niall is dressed by their stylist.
You're very skinny. Will you tell me what size you are?
32.
Slender.
There's a sense this is a safe haven, a place they can reveal a little more, as Liam does.
These were actually the first tattoo I ever got, and all of us except for Niall have got these on our ankles. Just crosses. I don't know what it means. It's just the screws that keep you together. I suppose it's like a keep you grounded thing. My mum hates tattoos.
What does it say?
I said that's one of our the words from one of our new songs that's not out yet. So that's a line from our new song that's not out.
Hold it. This is big exclusive.
That is a big exclusive. That's actually a line at the start of one of the songs. I figured it out. I take it to heart every single time I see a sad face or somebody outside who doesn't get a picture. Because it does get scary sometimes. People don't realise that. It is a bit scary when you've got like loads of people screaming.
They say they're just trying to do it their way. No matching outfits, no dancing. And so far it's working. They've just wound up their sold-out world tour. And won a VMA last night for their summer hit, Best Song Ever.
We want to say a massive, massive thank you to all of our fans.
One Direction is more than a band, it is a business, stoked by a merchandising engine of backpacks and t-shirts, perfume and books. Could they be the first billion-dollar boy band ever?
There was an article the other day that said that you are about to become the first boy band to ever reach $1 billion.
Yeah, we read this.
People love
If people are hiding money from us on offshore accounts, I want to know about.
They try to keep it funny, no matter the topic. In fact, the lighthearted, clean-cut image of the band is part of their appeal.
So is there a lot of pressure to stay this sort of squeaky clean, like PG?
Well, I don't know really. I think you've got to be yourself in this thing, otherwise it's going to drive you a bit nuts. So, you know, we try to be ourselves, and, you know, whether people like us as people or not, that's why we don't go around, like, confessing to be role models or something like that, because, you know, we might make mistakes in the long run.
We're the 5 idiots that they knew from 3 years ago, and we still are.
Part of it's kind of like it's okay to make mistakes as long as you learn from them and don't keep doing them over and over again.
3 years ago, Harry was sweeping up a bakery, and Louis worked in Toys R Us. They were just 5 kids hoping for a break on the British reality show, The X Factor. After being booted as solo artists, their hopes were shattered. But Simon Cowell brought them back.
We've decided to put you both through the judgment,
giving them another shot, this time as a group. And though they only finished 3rd, Cowell signed them to his label anyway.
This is just the beginning for these boys.
Cowell's instinct paid off.
Let me kiss you.
Not only could the boys sing, their good looks, natural charm, and an explosion of social media, the band itself has 14 million Twitter followers, 19 million on Facebook, and more views on YouTube than the population of Britain. Well, all that has teenage girls screaming, crying, and swooning across the globe.
I have had less security going into a maximum security prison than trying to get close to you guys.
When did you go to prison?
Many, many times. I was a legal correspondent. So, does it get old, the whole thing of moving you from spot to spot?
No, we just, you know, it's part of the job, really. You just kind of get on with it, and we have a good laugh, you know, being on the road and stuff with each other, being on the road with your buddies, as it were. So, no, we have a good time.
And that is another part of the magic. They like each other, a theme at the heart of their new documentary, This Is Us, which debuted in New York tonight. but we got them all to ourselves.
Hi. Cynthia, nice to meet you.
Hi, everyone.
Okay. All right. One of the criticisms of the band is that you play guitar, but that most of you guys aren't playing instruments, and that you're not writing much of your music.
Not true. Our answer to that would be this next album. We actually wrote maybe, I'd say, what percentage are we going for? 10?
I'm going to say 10 songs.
Oh, 10 songs. Yeah, no, well...
I don't know percentages, but like...
Maybe about 10 of the songs. I mean, there's only 13, 14 songs on the next album, so we wrote the majority of them, and we worked very hard.
Lyrics and music.
Well, a little bit of both.
Yeah, maybe. Lyrics and melody.
All day and all night. The band insists the music matters most, but the heartthrob aspect of the band's appeal is not lost on anyone. Certainly not them.
Can anyone show me a tattoo we haven't seen before? What do we got? I'm not going to stop you, Harry. You are absolutely kidding, but it was exciting for a minute. You can't blame a girl for asking.
Just the kind of harmless flirtation that keeps teens squealing. For all the hijinks, many of their young fans say they see the boys as much more than a band.
There is also a feeling amongst some of these girls that you've literally saved their lives, that they're going through a hard period with their families, that something horrible has happened. Do you feel a certain responsibility?
Yeah, it's a crazy, like, humbling comment to think that you could change somebody's life. You don't really expect that sort of reaction. I guess we're just humbled by it and you know, grateful that we can have that effect on our fans.
Yeah, I think, you know, it's so nice to know that we can do that, because as you say, you know, we're just normal lads and we're, you know, only finding our feet in this ourselves.
We're actually still growing up ourselves.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
What do you think the misperception, the greatest misperception?
For me, it's more that nobody expects us to have any control.
I was just thinking that.
Over anything that we do, but actually, it's the exact opposite, and the longer that we're staying in a band, the more control that we feel like we're getting over everything. So, you know, it's very important for us to be over every part of the project, really, because, you know, the brand is us at the end of the day.
And while This Is Us does give us a vivid portrait of the band's antics, there is something we don't see, their girlfriends.
It's actually a bit like Where's Wally? Yeah.
Yes.
Why? Why don't we see that part of your life?
Yeah, we've never been a band that has like lied about having girlfriends. We've always said that we have. So, you know, it wasn't like a thing that we kept back on purpose. It just
fell into place.
Yeah, that wasn't always the best footage. Didn't always include.
It wasn't because it's bad for business, because all those...
No, not at all. That's
to be fair,
because lying is bad for business.
Yeah, lying's
bad for business.
It's just like...
worse.
It's more like we wanted to show like what the band is about, and obviously our girlfriends are like personal to us individually, like, so we didn't really want to show, you know, our individual personal lives.
So, naturally, I asked.
All right, so who's available now and who's available?
Yeah.
Available?
I'm available.
You're
taken.
You're taken.
Taken.
Taken too.
I will find you.
So what about the rumor that you have a crush? Is that true? Ellie Goulding? Is the Ellie Goulding crush true?
She's a very pretty girl, yes.
Well, now she knows, right? She knows. She knows.
Oh, he's got the message out there. Well done,
Thank you. Thanks for getting that out there.
And Harry, there was a rumor that you had a crush as well. Is that true?
Me?
On who?
Come on.
No.
Really?
Harry?
I mean, there's always rumours, isn't there?
Never, Harry.
Crushes or no crushes, Zayn has big news. Just days ago, he got engaged to his girlfriend, Perry Edwards, a girl band member in another Simon Cowell-created group, Little Mix.
First of all, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Are you sure you want to do this?
I'm definitely sure. Thank you for asking.
And I don't suppose you're going to tell me when you're going to get married.
I'm not sure myself yet, so I wouldn't be able to say.
He's a busy guy.
Would you like to be the minister?
Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah.
Is that role available?
Yeah.
Minister or flower girl? What would you prefer?
I like to be in control.
You can play the organ.
Certainly an enviable offer. Well, cynics will say the band is just a manufactured cash machine, their humor and innocence too good to be true. Ask the band. They'll tell you they just want to stay regular guys while having the time of their lives.
Does that get harder and harder?
I don't think it does.
No,
I don't think so.
No?
Because it's not about being who you were. It's about keeping who you were, part of who you are now.
Well, One Direction's documentary, This Is Us, opens in theaters this Friday, August 30th.